Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel on what is a pretty wet and miserable day in the UK here. If you're watching from elsewhere and you've got better weather, let me know what it's like because it's miserable here. It's damp, but we've got live football and watch along between Man City and Leeds. Should be an interesting game if you're a Leeds fan, especially. Don't really expect that Leeds are going to get anything out of this game today, but you live in hope. We're 14 minutes or so away from the kickoff. So if you want to get involved in the chat, please do. Because what I want is, if anyone's got a glimmer of hope for me for Leeds for this game, let me know what it is now. Because I will hang on to anything. I'd even settle for a point. A 0-0 draw, a boring 0-0 draw would do me, just so that Leeds just can stop this awful run that they're on at the moment, where their defensive frailties and lack of concentration at the back is costing them big style, and their inability to put the ball in the back of the net is costing them as well. So looking at that, we'll take a look at the teams, because I know that Daniel Farke has certainly made some changes, 5 in all. But let's start with Man City first, as they're the home team. And Pep Guardiola's going for a 4-3-3 formation. It's Donnarumma in goal. The right back will be Matheus Nunes. Ruben Diaz and Gvardiol will be the centre halves, and O'Reilly will play at left back. Reinders comes into the team. Gonzalez in the centre, and Bernardo Silva will play on the left. In attack is where Man City are awesome. And look at this for an attacking 3 up there. Foden and Doku will play on the left and the right respectively, and then I've got Haaland in the middle. Can Leeds stop Haaland today? If they defend like they have done in recent weeks, then I think he could be in for a hatful, but we shall see. Daniel Farke has gone for a 4-3-3 as well, so he's playing Lucas Perry in goal. I'm surprised that Perry has kept his place. He hasn't impressed me since he's arrived at Leeds. I don't think he's, at the moment, he's the goalkeeper we were expecting. Maybe there's more to come from him. I hope so. He's maybe got to settle in a bit more, but you know, we're over a quarter of the way through the season. If he's not settled in by now, he never will be. The back 4 of Bogle at right back, Roden and Strauch will be the centre halves, and James Justin is going to play on the left. I think that's because Goodmanson last week went off with a head injury, and so the protocol there says that he can't play this game. All change in midfield. Tanaka, Ampadu and Gruev comes in. So a big change in midfield. Dan James will play up front on the right. Nonto will play on the left, and Mecha will play down the middle. Now, personally, I've got issues with that. Goodmanson's on the subs bench, so if he's on the subs bench, why isn't he playing? Because he's been our best fullback so far. Noel Okafor is not playing. Again, he didn't have the best of games last week, but he's been our best player so far, and I'm surprised that he's not playing. Very surprised. Aronson's been dropped to the bench. Biol still on the bench. Pirot still on the bench. I think he'll start though. But that's what we're seeing so far. Both teams playing 4-3-3 formation, but Daniel Farke has gone for big changes. Let's hope it pulls off, because I'm not sure about it, but we shall see. Like I've said to you guys, with about 10 minutes to go before kickoff, some of you Leeds fans, if you're watching, just give me some inklings, just some ray of hope that Leeds are going to get something out of this game, because I'm not sure. It's a difficult place to come. And all the Man City haven't been in the best of form so far. I mean, if I just take a look at the form so far, if you just give me a sec just to get into this. Man City are up in 3rd position, but they've lost 2 of the last 4 games. That's the last one against Newcastle. Wasn't the best of performances. And then they lost in midweek in Europe as well. So they've lost 2 on the bounce of Man City. But they are an awesome team full of internationals. And if you look at Leeds, well, it's just awful. Leeds have lost 5 of the last 6 games, lost 3 in a row. Are in the relegation zone, although it's tight down there. And if they won today, we'll take them on to 14 points and we'll take them out of the relegation zone for now anyway. And it would open up more space between Burnley and Wolves. But I think just any point from this game would be a blessing so far. Now, let's just take a look at the other games that are taking place this afternoon as well. So these are all 3 o'clock kickoffs, Brentford and Burnley. We know Man City and Leeds, and Sunderland and Bournemouth. 5:30 kickoff is Everton and Newcastle, and then at 8 o'clock it's Tottenham and Fulham. We'll keep an eye on those 3 o'clock kickoffs during the game, but mostly we're going to be watching the Leeds game. Thanks to everyone who's joined us so far. We do appreciate your support. If you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. We're not asking for much. It doesn't cost you anything, but it just helps our channel grow a bit more with the YouTube algorithm. And hit that like as well. That also helps on YouTube. We're well over 200 subscribers now. I'm pushing on towards 250, but we can't do it without your help. So please, if you're not a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button. About 7 or 8 minutes from kickoff. If you want to get involved in the chat, please do. If you're not a Leeds fan and you can't give me any hope of what we're going to get out of this game today, just give us a score prediction. I can't see anything personally more than a Man City win, and I'm looking at 3 or 4 at least, and probably Leeds will end up with nothing. I know it's a bit pessimistic, but that's the way it's been so far. I'm just taking a look at the stadium at Man City there. It's by far a full crowd. There's a lot of space in the Etihad Stadium there. Just messing around with the channels just to see which one's the best. There's plenty of Leeds fans there, as you would expect, but there's only 5 minutes away from kickoff, and that Etihad Stadium does look pretty bare in places. And you won't believe that for a team that's been successful as Man City have over the last few years. No sign of the team in the tunnel yet. They're just showing the crowd. So let's just have a quick look at the teams again before the game gets underway. The teams are in the channel, so a quick look, and it's Donnarumma, Nunez, Diaz, Vardiol, O'Reilly, Reinders, Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Haaland and Doku for Man City. And for Leeds, it's Perry, Bogle, Rodon, Strauch, Justin, Tanaka, Ampadu, Gruev, James, Nemecha and Nonto. Teams are lined up in the tunnel, just waiting for them to come out. And they're just beginning to emerge now, so we're not far off kick-off. Anybody want to give us a score prediction before the game gets underway? Yeah, there's a lot of spare places in that ground. If you went there for a ticket, I reckon you could pay at the gate or get a ticket at the gate and get in there because there's plenty of spare all around. Tim's just going through the usual preliminaries before they get the game underway. Lined up, just facing the crowd, probably a few photographs before they shake each other's hands. The mascots do a runner and we can get the game underway. We're only a couple of minutes away from it now. Both teams playing a 4-3-3 formation. So it should be interesting to see how that goes. The one thing about Leeds today is they have got a lot more pace up front. And Nemecha's done well for Leeds. When he's played up front, he's certainly put himself about. He's tried to hold the ball up where he can, and he's worked his socks off till about the 70th minute when he gets changed. So you can't argue with his work rate. Just get the timer ready for this first half start because we're not far off a start. Just got to hope that Farker's got this right. Just can't help feeling with Tanaka and Gruev in the midfield there, it was just a bit lightweight in midfield. But he's been under pressure to make changes as Farker, and he's gone a bit gun-ho with it and really made some changes. But we're not far off a kick-off now. Both teams just in a huddle on their respective sides of the pitches just to have the last few words. We're not far off a kick-off. It's Man City are going to kick off this first half, and away we go, kicking from right to left. Goes away back to Donnarumma, and he drives it long up towards Haaland. Haaland gets his in his way, but he heads it forward. Tanaka working hard for it, as Mecha is as well. But he brings, and that's Gvardiol down, and it's a free kick to Man City. Ball comes out to the right to Bernardo Silva, back into the centre. A lot of one-touch passes in the middle of the pitch, Man City, but still in their own half, just short of the halfway line, into the middle. Gonzalez plays it out to the right side, and it's swept across to the right. That's a handball, is it? By no, thought it was a handball by Nunez there into the box, and it's in the back of the net already. 1 minute and Foden's put them ahead already. Can you believe that? What a great start for Leeds. The attack down the right hand side. It looked like there was maybe a handball there by Nunez as he brought the ball down on the touchline, but it's crossed from that right hand side. And Foden making a late run into the box has put Man City ahead already. Maybe came off his knee into the top of the net, but the fact of the matter is that Leeds are behind already, and this is going to be a long day, this already. It did look like it could have been, I don't know, given the benefit of the doubt. He goes for the return, does Nunez. Goes for the return, does Nunez, from Bernardo Silva. Crosses it, and at the near post, Phil Foden just sides foots it into the back of the net. And Strauch is not close enough to him. In off the underneath of the crossbar. Ball goes up to Metcha, but he's got three of them round him. Even if he brings the ball down, he's got no one in support. Justin plays the ball back to Perry. Leeds need to just settle down now. It's only early. It's not the end of the world yet. Bogle plays it to Ampadu, but he's been forced back. Goes back to Perry. Perry drives it. Guardiola wins the header. Comes down to James Justin. He plays it to Nonto. Back into Gruev. Back to Justin. Gruev. Back to Ampadu, who's playing deep as he usually does and looks to get the ball deep in the Leeds half and bring it forward. Bogle came inside, Dan James went down the line, and Ampadu's ball was in the middle of both of them, and it skips out for a throw to Man City. Ball's back with Donnarumma. Guardiola gets it across to Riley. Back to Guardiola. Tries to drive it down the line. Just goes out for a throw to Man City. O'Reilly's going to take it. Back to Guardiola, who plays it back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma plays it inside to... Well, that was risky. Was that? Leeds have picked the ball up there. It was risky by Bernardo Silva. But they're coming away now with Doku through the middle. Gets the ball for Reinders, who made the run. Gives it back to Doku on the edge of the Leeds box. He's back to Riley on the left-hand side. He goes back into Reinders. Reinders plays it back out to Riley on the left-hand side. It's Doku. I think it's Foden who has it now. He gives it to Diaz. Back to Foden. Foden gets it into Doku. Doku's got O'Reilly out wide, but he takes too long over it and he's robbed Ampadu. Dan James is body checked. And that was by Reinders. Free kick to Leeds, but Reinders is down at the moment. Reinders gets up to his feet, hopping a little bit, but he'll be all right. Ball goes back to Perry. Gives it back to Ampadu, but Perry's under pressure when he gives it back to him, and Leeds are giving it away deep in their own half. Strauch has it now. He's under pressure from Foden, plays it down the line. Metcher, under a lot of pressure. Man City win the ball back. Bernardo Silva goes back to Diaz. Across to O'Reilly on the left-hand side, coming forward, crossing the halfway line. Under pressure from Tanaka. Tanaka gets a foot in. But Man City win the loose ball, and it goes out to Doku on the left. It's got Bogle in front of him. Plays a ball inside, looking for Haaland, but it's picked off Ampadu. Gets out to James Justin. Gruev. Back to Justin. Long ball forward. He's headed down by Gvardiol, but it's only to Ampadu. Ampadu then plays the ball out to the right-hand side to Bogle, just short of the halfway line. Back to Tanaka, who's deep as well. Tanaka under a lot of pressure, has to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Perry. Perry puts it behind Rodon, forces him back. It's poor by Perry. You know, it's only a 10-yard pass. He had to give it back to him, to his feet. Tanaka's given it away. It's a first ball. Goes all the way through from Foden. Look, he was looking for Bernardo Silva in the inside left position, but it went through to Perry. Then Bernardo Silva brings Nonto down. There's a bit of light relief for Leeds. They've got a free kick. Been under complete pressure so far of Leeds. They haven't been out of their own half, barely. Bogle now on the halfway line. Plays the ball down, looking for Metcher. But Gvardiol won the header. Ampadu gets the loose ball back to Rodon on the halfway line. He gives it to Gruev, who's next to him. Back to Rodon. Bogle plays it down the line for Dan James. A chance to put a cross in. It does do, and it's behind Nonto on that penalty spot. Great run by Nonto. Poor pass. Tanaka. Bogle is bowled over by Reinders, and the free kick's given just to the right-hand edge of the Man City box. It's about 5 yards outside the box, so probably about 23, 24 yards out. Good position for Leeds to get one in there. It's Tanaka who's going to take this free kick. We need some quality from these. We've got the men to get on the end of them if they can, but we need the quality delivery. Takes 3, 4, 5 steps back, does Tanaka. Hand in the air. In it comes, delivery. It's a good delivery as well. So the back post, and Rodon almost got it. He did pick it back up and recycles it to the edge of the box to Nonto. Nonto running across the box, trying to open it up for a shot. It doesn't, so he has to go back to Bogle. Bogle very central, chips one left. Stan James now who's left. Inside to Bogle. Nonto, Dan James into the box. He tried to do a 1-2 with James Justin. Didn't come off, but Justin's won the ball back. And Nonto again now on the left-hand side. Puts his cross in. It's a low one that's easily picked out. Leeds still putting the pressure on, though. Comes to O'Reilly. O'Reilly's brought down by Gruev. And it's free kick. Good response by Leeds there, pushing Man City back. They've got to come to have a go, haven't they? They can't just sit back and lose this 3-4. They may as well have a go. Donnarumma. Back to Diaz. It's Nunez down the right-hand side now. Plays the ball inside for Doku. Doku's immediately under pressure by Dan James. Wins the ball back. Goes to Joe Rodon. Across to the far side to Jayden Bogle. He goes down the line looking for the run of Metcher. It's just lucky that Gvardiol just got his foot into the ball. Managed to poke it through to Donnarumma just in front of Metcher. It was a good run and a good ball. Ball brought forward, played into Phil Foden, lays it back to Silva. Goes to the left to Reinders. O'Reilly outside him. Still going down that left-hand side. Gives it to O'Reilly. who was just a 5 yards in front of him, back to Reinders, then to Doku, who's square. Gonzalez, back to Gvardiol. Diaz now, gives it to Foden. Goes back to Diaz. Foden. Being Nunez now. Nunez was offside when he received that ball. Poor by Nunez. He's got to be looking along that line. Perry drives it long. Mecha gets a touchdown. Nonto's onto it, but it's hooked away by Nunez and picked up by Reinders, shot at the halfway line. He skips past Bogle and is away down the inside left position. Looks for a ball through the middle for Haaland, but it's just a bit too far in front of Haaland. It runs through to Perry. He gets out to Rodon immediately and leads the back underway. Tanaka gives it to Bogle. Bogle has to go back to Rodon. Back into Tanaka. He turns. Plays the ball down the line looking for Dan James. He's got a bit of space there to run into, but Donnarumma's out. And Dan James is given offside anyway. Free kick's taken quickly and given to Donnarumma, just on his penalty spot. Just stands on the ball and looks for an out. Still nothing yet. Still with it. Plays a short ball into Foden. Foden's chopped down by Gruev. Free kick. Diaz. Gonzalez to Silva. Goes back to Diaz. Across to Gvardiol. Then to O'Reilly. Back to Gvardiol. Going backwards a few steps. As Diaz gets it back to Gvardiol. Then to O'Reilly. Just going backwards. Another 10 yards backwards. They're deep in their own half now, Man City. Silva comes for it deep. Silva in the centre circle. Gets the ball out to O'Reilly on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space now there. Leeds allow him to come inside. Then he goes back to Reinders. Reinders gets it to Bernardo Silva, and it's out to Nunez. Back to Bernardo Silva on this right-hand side for Man City. Back into Gonzalez. Back to Reinders again. And then to Nunez. Inside to Bernardo Silva. Doku on the edge of the box, got a chance to run into the box, but it's cleared away by Tanaka. Mecha picks it up. He's very deep, isn't Mecha? Being forced backwards, he plays it down the line for Nonto. Nonto goes down under pressure from Reinders. No foul given. The ball runs out and it's actually given as a throw to Man City. Reinders has gone down holding his right knee. Well, it's right out on that right-hand touchline. Foden stood with the ball. And it comes now from Reinders. Headed away by James Justin. And then Mecha goes up on the edge of the box, heads the ball away, but gets a kick for his troubles and goes down in the stomach by the looks of things. going to be okay. It's just one of those that wins you for a bit. I think it was maybe Phil Foden with his foot up, was it? Willie Nonto charging. Can't pick the ball up though. Foden. Diaz gets out to Gvardiol. Down the left-hand side is Doku. It's gone across for that side there. Plays a ball inside, looking for the run of Foden, and it's just a touch too much pace on it. In front of him, he was almost there. If he'd have got the ball, he was there on his own. Went through to Perry eventually, but the ball's been played across to Dan James now. O'Reilly and Dan James, step for step. Dan James goes down. Nothing given. Linesman was stood right next to it as well. Didn't look so much in it, to be perfectly honest. Ball's played into Haaland first. Probably touch he's had, but his ball is picked off by Nonto, but he's pushed it too far in front of Nonto. Nunez can get into that one and recycle it to Diaz, who plays it back to Donnarumma. Reinders plays it into Gonzalez. Turns one way, goes the other. Silva out to the right hand side to Nunez again. Back in support is Silva, gets the ball back. Going down the right hand side, it's Nunez again now. He plays it back. Diaz now. Reinders to the left. Gvardiol out to the far side. Doku thought about putting his cross in first time, does put it in second time. It's aimed at Haaland, but it's Van Dijk, Strauch, who gets a touch of it in front of Haaland, and I think it might have come off Haaland's head secondly as well. But the goal kick's been given to Leeds. Where I got Van Dijk from, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about Liverpool. Just looking at the replay there. But while we see a replay, the ball's gone all the way through to Donnarumma. I don't know how it got there, but it did. Reinders gets it into Riley, who tucked inside, is playing fairly high, is O'Reilly for a left fullback. Diaz now, back to Gonzalez. Halfway inside the Leeds half. Goes to Reinders and out to Doku on the far side. He cuts inside Dan James and then goes for the return. Haaland and Leeds are going to go behind again, are they, for a second? No, a couple of blocks in there. I think Bogle may have got in front of Foden before he could put the ball in the back of net. Doku played the ball in for Riley. Riley cut the ball back, looking for Foden, and Jayden Bogle, that was just James Justin, in fact. Great block, threw himself in front of Foden before he could put his team two up. And the second shot is blocked, out for a corner. Foden's going to take the corner, left-footed in-swinger. And it comes now to the back post. What is going on with the defending there? Gvardiol's at the back post there. He's actually side-footed the ball over the bar, but it was unmarked. Daniel Farke under a heap of pressure. If Leeds get a good beating here, he may be maybe his last game in charge. Ball's high in the air. No one challenging it from Leeds, so Gvardiol brings it down and comes down the left. Plays it inside to Haaland. Haaland holds the ball up. does well and gets it out to Doku. Doku comes inside Tanaka, gives it to Gonzalez, then Diaz out to the far side to Bernardo Silva. Back to Diaz. He puts his cross in early. It's over everybody's head, though. Out to the back post where Bogle gets it away, but not far. Only back to Reinders. Reinders lays it on the edge of the box to Doku. Got a chance to shoot, but no. Nonto lost the ball on the edge of the box, and they recycle it to Man City. Nunez gives it to Silva. Doku gone down the line, got a chance to put a cross in, and he does. Haaland's there, nods it to the edge of the box, looking for a shot. Diaz, with his left foot from about 25 yards out, scuffs it, and it just bounces harmlessly out for a goal kick. Looks like Haaland's old man's there. Be watching his old team, Leeds, will Haaland. Headed up by Ampadu, into the middle by Nonto, cleared away by Gvardiol. Haaland and Strouk battling for it. Strouk and Haaland high into the air, across to the left-hand side from Haaland to Doku. Doku down the line for the run of O'Reilly. His cross was just kept in, but it's cleared away by Rodon. And then down the line looking for the run of Mecha, but he's got two around him. He's not even going to get to that one. As hard as he's working, he's not got much to feed off at the moment, Mecha. Donnarumma hasn't had a save to make in the first half of this first half. Bernardo Silva has it. Gvardiol picks the ball up, comes forward down the left-hand side. Diaz now. Bernardo Silva makes a run down the right-hand side, then has to check back and goes all the way across to the halfway line to Gvardiol again. He's left-footed. He goes across the pitch to the right-hand side, looking for Nunez, who brings the ball down. Nonto should have been closer there. Shouldn't have been able to bring the ball down that easy. Poor defending by Nonto, gives the corner away. So corner on the right-hand side. It's going to be another left-footed in-swinger from Foden. And it comes now. And that's another free header there by Gvardiol. And his poor header across the pitch. But it comes out to Foden, who's made a run in from that corner. Hits one. And Perry makes a good one-handed save to turn it over the bar. I can't understand. That's a good save by Perry from Foden. But what are Leeds doing from the corner? Second time that Gvardiol has had a free header at the back post, and it's only his poor header when he should have hit the target. Bouncing again, it's in the back of the net again. It's turned in by Gvardiol, and it's been coming. They can't defend corners. Perry's saying that he was fouled. And it's been one of Leeds' problems the whole season that they can't defend corners. Don't they work on it in training? Poor defending. They've had about 3 or 4 corners where they've had men. Perry flapping at it. I mean, it was actually Perry who won that header down in front of Strouk. I mean, how is Perry, how is O'Reilly winning a header in front of Strouk? Why isn't Strouk bigger and stronger than O'Reilly and winning that ball? I just can't understand it. I don't understand where our centre backs can be beaten by O'Reilly. There's a VAR check here. Hello? Hello? What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go to that bus stop that you pointed out and then you'll be all right. Oh, yeah, well, if you go on the other side, it's going to take you into town, which is going to be even longer, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, 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 I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, that's good, yeah. All right then. Okay. He's fine, he's been out with me, yeah. All right then, bye. Sorry about that, guys. I think the wife was hoping for a lift home, but they're still looking at this VAR. There is Bernardo Silva offside there, but was he actually interfering? They're taking the time overlooking at it, so it still might not be 2-0 yet. We shall see. VAR taking the time with it. He's definitely in an offside position, but is he interfering? It didn't look like it to me. Boos from the crowd. 3 minutes. While they're looking at this, are Leeds going to get away with one? The referee's going to make a decision. He's given the goal. It did look like it. Didn't look like Bernardo Silva was in an offside position. Come here. Come here. Come here. So Leeds, two behind, haven't been in this game all game. Haven't been in it whatsoever. They haven't had a shot on target or anything. Balls with Rodon out to Bogle. But Bogle's been forced inside and his clearance is picked up by Ampadu, luckily. Comes out to James Justin. He plays the ball down the line for Metcher. Collects the ball and comes inside. Looking for support. There isn't much with him. He has to go back to James Justin. James Justin is fouled by Foden. Free kick to Leeds. James Justin's going to be. He's going all the way back though. I mean, you're 10 or 15 yards inside the Man City half, and now the ball's back with Perry. What was the point in that? Get the ball forward. What was the point in that? Now Leeds are going to give the ball away in their own half. The ball's headed inside by James Justin. Nonto can't pick it up, and now it's high in the air. And James Justin is fouled by Haaland, I think. Free kick to Leeds. Referee wants it taken a bit closer to the touchline. Ampadu has it. Man City squeezing Leeds high up the pitch, and Leeds are playing into the hands because they're giving the ball away, trying to play the ball out. It's back with Perry. 3 Man City players camped on the edge of the Leeds box. You can see how high Man City are playing. Haaland's going to come across to put pressure on Perry. He plays it out to Rodon, and Rodon tries to play it to Bogle, skims one straight past him and out for a throw. And Leeds are back under pressure. And this is poor by Leeds. You've got to hang on to the ball. The ball's going back to Donnarumma. Tanaka's the only man up there trying to put pressure on Man City's back four. Ball comes inside. Ampadu trying to get in there. Gruev does get in there. Gets in there a second time and wins the ball back. James Justin gets the rebound to Ampadu. Back to Strauch, and that goes all the way back to Perry. Leeds battling hard, but not getting the bounce of the ball either. Ball goes high. Meche is easily beaten to it by Nunez. High in the air. Ampadu wins the ball. Gruev goes in there, but he's not big enough to win a ball like that. James Justin has the ball now, but he's being forced back and he goes back to Rodon, forced Rodon to turn and run back, goes out to Bogle on the right hand side. He plays it inside to Ampadu, and then Ampadu thumps one forward looking for the run of Dan James. As he got ahead of Gvardiol, get the ball under control. It comes out to Nonto. He's got Mecha with him. Mecha onto his left foot, hits one, goes high over the bar. Don't know if it took a deflection or not, but it's the first shot Leeds have had. And that's what they've got to do, is use that pace up front of Leeds to turn the Man City back four round. They can't play through them. Just leaning back was Mecha when he hit that one. Should have gone across the goalkeeper, but he didn't. Ampadu picks the ball up in midfield. Tanaka loses out to Foden. Foden spreads it out to the left to O'Reilly. Too easy in that midfield for Leeds, for Man City. Leeds are not really putting any pressure on. Comes out to Bernardo Silva now, coming right. Nunez makes a run. Bernardo Silva turns back. Diaz goes out to Gonzalez. Nico Raleigh, who's tucked in. Gvardiol gets it back to Diaz. Walking pace at the moment. Nunez. Silva. Nunez. Silva. Across to Reinders. Reinders skips inside Tanaka too easy, but the ball bounces loose. Mecha, but they can't get the ball under control, Leeds. Tanaka gives it to Nonto now. He lays it back to James Justin. James Justin goes long down the middle. Nowhere near a Leeds player. See what he was trying to do? He was trying to get it out wide for the run of Dan James, but it was too straight and it went straight through to Donnarumma. Poor quality by Leeds. Now it goes from Diaz across to the left to O'Reilly. Brings the ball down. Got Dan James in front of him. Dan James blocks the cross. Doku picks it up. Then Reinders. Then Gonzalez. Doku. O'Reilly outside him. O'Reilly gets the ball. Doku. Goes back to Reinders. Diaz. Out to the right to Bernardo Silva. Ball goes out for a corner. Nonto thought he'd won the ball. I was waiting for the decision there, but it did look a corner, and it is. And every time Man City have had a corner, they've looked like scoring from it. There's always been a man spare. Can Leeds defend from a corner? Can Leeds mark everybody? And it comes now to the back post, headed away by Rodon to the edge of the box. It's Gvardiol who picks it up. Gets it to Foden. Foden's going to cross another one. It's a low one this time. It's dummied out to the edge of the box. Reinders has a shot from 20 yards out on the left-hand side. It just goes over the bar, the corner of crossbar and post. It's only just over the bar as well. It was curling away from Perry. He was never going to get there if that had been on target. Perry now drives one long. Mecha. Diaz beats him easily, but this time, no, I think the free kick was given to Man City for the offside. I thought it was maybe a foul, but it was an offside position. Now here comes Gvardiol. O'Reilly on the left. 10 minutes to go. Reinders. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva in centre midfield. Gives it to Diaz. Gonzalez. Back to Diaz. Foden. Back into the centre circle to Gvardiol. Moving left and forward. Out to the left-hand side is O'Reilly. He plays the ball back into Reinders. Back to O'Reilly. He's moving in field. In the centre circle, it's Diaz coming forward now in the middle. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Gives it back to Diaz. Now Nunez on the right-hand touchline. Gives it back inside to Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva coming back in field. Gives it back to Diaz. Diaz to O'Reilly, who's tucked right into the middle now. Gvardiol. Diaz. Reinders, who's now right-hand side. Nunez being forced back to the halfway line. Diaz. Gonzalez. Leeds not putting any pressure on the ball at the moment. Gruev comes forward. Goes past Gruev too easily. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Inside Nunez. Mecha working hard. Mecha can't win the ball. It goes back to Diaz. Coming forward. Nunez. Ball ends up with Mecha. Nonto goes down. Body checked by Gonzalez. Nonto's up and away again. Looks still like he's in a bit of pain, Nonto there, but anyway, the result is the free kick to Leeds, but it's deep in their own half. Ball's played short though, and Man City are squeezing Leeds every time they get the ball. James Justin has to go back. Strauch just chips the ball forward for Gruev, but it's hooked back in by Bernardo Silva. Given away to James Justin. He plays it out to Nonto on the left-hand side. Nonto's been forced backwards by Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's penalised for maybe just a clip of the heels there. This ball's played short by Strauch. It was into Gruev and there was 4 men around him. I mean, what's he going to do with that? And Leeds have given the ball away again. This is awful by Leeds, to be fair. Doku has the ball now. O'Reilly. Diaz to Bernardo Silva. Back to Gonzalez. O'Reilly to his left. Bernardo Silva to the right. Bernardo Silva going back across the pitch. Reinders. O'Reilly. O'Reilly's not even playing like a left back. Reinders now coming forward. Gives it to Foden with a bit of space. Plays the ball inside right. Nunez crosses it to the edge of the box. It's cleared away by Strauch, but not too far. Nonto can come away with it though, but he's got 2 men around him. He plays it into Tanaka, and it goes into midfield to Ampadu. It leads coming down the centre now, out to Nonto, but the ball was behind him, and that stopped the momentum. But Ampadu went out down the left-hand side and got the ball back from Nonto, with the ball now supporting Ampadu. He lays it back to Gruev. Ampadu spreads it into the centre. Rodon's there. He gives it to Bogle on the right-hand side. Bogle's got a ball inside for Tanaka, an inside right position. It was a good ball in, but it was just a touch too far out of his reach, Tanaka, and it went through to Donnarumma. Leeds trying to win the ball back in midfield, but just out of the touch of Tanaka and Ampadu, and Haaland clears the ball up. Bernardo Silva gives it to Reinders. To Gvardiol. Into the last 5. Long ball ahead for Nick O'Reilly, but it's just over his head and he can't bring it in before it goes into touch. The microphone is going off on and off. Is anybody else having problems listening to this? The microphone? Just let me know if you are. Oh, in East Yorkshire, just let me know if you can hear anything. Is it any better now? Ball's cleared to the halfway line, but it's brought down by Gonzalez. He lays it out to Foden. Foden to Gvardiol, across to the left to O'Reilly. O'Reilly spreads it across to the right-hand side. Diaz gives it to Foden. Foden plays it inside to Gonzalez. Reinders. Diaz supporting out to the right-hand side to the touchline where Nunes is. Back to Foden in support. Foden goes long and left to the far side. Doku made him go back a bit, but not too far. Brings the ball down and gives it to Gonzalez. Back to Reinders in the middle. Moving out to the right-hand side. Reinders goes through the middle, goes down, and the free kick's given. Dangerous one this time. It's only a few yards outside the box. Still doing it every few seconds, though. Just have a quick check of the microphone on this. We're only a couple of minutes away from half time. If it's still doing it, Hull and East Yorkshire, let us know, and I'll see if I can sort it out at half time. I'm getting good levels on my readout here, but let's have a look at this free kick first for Man City, just on the edge of the Leeds box. It's just to the left of the goal. Reinders, Foden both stood over it. Foden or Reinders, which one? Reinders hits it straight into the wall. Nonto comes away with it. Foden holding him up. Nonto goes down the line. Man City win it back with a couple of lucky deflections. It goes back to the halfway line to Diaz, and he spreads it out to O'Reilly. Doku. Gonzalez back to Doku. Just let it run away. Bogle got his foot in there, but they've picked the ball up again with Reinders. Doku's on the edge of the box now. Into the box, across to... Well, it looks like it was coming out to Bernardo Silva. His shot is blocked by James Justin. A great block after it looked like it was almost falling to Haaland. Foden on the right-hand edge of the box now. He cuts inside, puts a cross in, headed away to the edge of the box. It's hit in again. It's a save by Perry with his right foot. He can't have seen that until late. Did well to keep it out, Perry, there. Still with Silva now. Oh, there's a shot there by Reinders in the box. It's hit straight at the middle of the goal, and it must have been blocked by a foot and deflected away for a corner. It was Pascal Struijk on the edge of the 6-yard box that got his foot in and deflected it away for a corner. But Leeds are living on the edge of the box there. Dangerous. Foden with a corner, left-footed in-swinger again. Into the last minute. And it comes to the back of the box. It's Gvardiol again at the edge of the box under no pressure. Bogle must have got a touch to that, and it's gone out for a corner, even though Perry tried to keep it in. He didn't manage it. So another corner on the opposite side this time. Reinders is going to go across to take this. And it comes headed up by Rodon. Back of the box, it's picked up by Gvardiol. Foden puts a ball in, looking for the head of Haaland, but it's just floated out over Haaland's head and out for a goal kick. 3 minutes of added time. Perry with a goal kick. Metcha comes for it, but he can't win it. Ampadu gets the second head. Justin heads the ball forward. Nonto's in there, but his challenge is a weak one. If it's, be honest, Ampadu from the halfway line plays it all the way back to Perry. Perry in two minds about it, know whether to get to Roden or not. Tanaka waiting for the ball to come to him instead of going to meet the ball. Challenge comes off him and it goes out for a throw to Man City. Riley plays it into Diaz. He spreads it out to the right-hand side to Nunez, hugging the right-hand touchline again. Plays that ball inside to Foden. Foden can turn. He gets it to O'Reilly, who's more central now. Reinders takes the ball off him and spreads it out to the right to Diaz. Goes one way, turns the other, then comes back to the right-hand side. Foden plays a little ball inside to Bernardo Silva. Turn one way, turn the other. Back to Diaz. Diaz plays a ball to the left-hand side to Doku. But Dan James is just covered and gets a glancing header just to keep it out of Doku's way, but it does go out for a corner. Taken short by Reinders. Gives it to Doku. Edge of the box. It's Gonzalez. Gives it back to Doku, who's in the inside, the right-hand side of the box. Gets it on his right foot. Puts a cross in. It's headed in. Is it? No. O'Reilly didn't get a very good touch on there. I thought when it hit his head, I thought that's going in. It's got to. But it must have been a poor touch because it was an easy save for Perry in the end there with just one-handed. I think it missed his head and hit his shoulder, and that's why it didn't come out with any pace. Metcha, Gruev, Tanaka, Ampadu. James Justin. Half-time. Half-time. That was a torrid half for Leeds. Not the greatest half by any means. 2-0 at half-time, and it could have been 4 or 5 easily. And we've still got a half to go. Just fear the worst for Leeds after going behind to Foden after 1 minute. Couldn't have been a worse start if you'd have thought of one. Hull and East Yorkshire, if you're still on, if you're still watching, can you just tell me if the microphone's still doing it? I'll just try to disconnect and restart it if it is. In the meantime, let's take a look at the half-time scores in the other fixtures. So at half-time at Brentford, it's Brentford 0, Burnley 0. And the other one, besides the one we're watching, it's Sunderland 1, Bournemouth 2. Okay, buddy, I'll see what I can do. I'll just maybe just disconnect it and see if it makes a difference. Right, looks like the microphone's working now. Just let us know, guys. Just let us know if it's still working, if it's still faulty. It's reset now, so hopefully maybe it was just a loose connection or something. I don't know, but let us know what you're receiving from me. In the meantime, while we're just checking this microphone, guys, if you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen there. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps the channel grow. At the moment, we're well over 200 subscribers, and with your help, we can push on to 250 and beyond. But I can't do it without your help. So if you hit that subscribe button and the like button, it'd be very much appreciated. And just a quick thanks to everyone who's been watching the live stream so far. I hope you've enjoyed it. Time to get your comments in at half time while there's nothing happening. Any comments on the Leeds performance, the Leeds team that Daniel Farke has chosen? Still doing it. Oh dear. Let's turn the volume up on this and see if it's. James is just Doku's way, but it does go out for a corner. I'm just listening to a bit of a playback of what I've done so far to see if it does keep going off. Right, this gives it to Doku, edge of the box, it's Gonzalez. The right side of the box. Touch on there. I thought when it hit his head, I thought that's good. A touch because it was an easy save for Perry in the end there, just one-handed. That's why it didn't come out with any pace. Just listening to this playback on here now, it doesn't seem to be cutting out. Bit of a odd one to. Is anyone else watching the stream and you found that the microphone's cutting in and out, can you let me know? Just to see if it's my microphone. Just a quick thought. While we're at half time, I guess it would be more for Leeds fans, but for anybody really, if Leeds take a beating in this game, like it looks like they're going to, maybe 3, 4 or 5, would you signal the end for Daniel Farke? Excuse me. Yeah, so my question to anybody who's on at the moment, get involved in the live chat. Let us know. If Leeds lose this, would you sack Daniel Farke? That's the question. Just look at some championship scores as well while we're doing this. Good game at Walker Stadium earlier on. Leicester 2, Sheffield United 3. Sheffield United coming back into their own now. Portsmouth 0, Bristol City 1, Stoke City 1, Hull City 2. Good win for my home team. Coventry doing well at the top at the moment, winning 2-1 at half-time against Charlton Athletic. Middlesbrough are a goal down at home to Derby County. Half-time at the Den, it's Millwall 0, Southampton 0. And Norwich 3-1 ahead at half-time against Queen's Park Rangers. That's a surprise. And another one too, Sheffield Wednesday beating Preston North End 2-1 at half-time. Hillsborough, West Brom 2 goals down at half-time against Swansea City. Some surprises here. And there's a, don't know if this one's a surprise or not. Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. Blackburn not doing so bad. Wrexham so. Not that big a surprise there. So that's half-time scores so far in the Championship. Just, I know it's only half-time, but we'll just have a quick look at the table to see how this game's affecting everything. Man City will go up to second just for the moment on 25 points, still 4 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal are not playing today. They're playing Chelsea tomorrow evening. Leeds will go down to second from bottom on 11 points on goal difference. Can't buy a goal at the moment, Leeds. Burnley getting a point would take them above us on goal difference. So, not fantastic at the moment. No one else has mentioned about that microphone cutting in and out. Is it still doing it for you, Ullinish Yorkshire? I'm not sure whether it's me or not. Don't forget, before the second half starts, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Help us to progress the subscriber count so that we can grow the channel as much as we can. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed so far, and do appreciate your support. But still a lot of work to go, a lot of work to do yet. So we do rely on you guys supporting us. Can you just do us a favour?
Yeah. What is it?
Just put your mobile on and just tune into the channel. Just see my microphone's out, will you? Just let me know what the sound's like. Someone said it's faulty sound, but I'm not sure whether it's me or not.
There you go.
Is it faulty sound?
That's your sound.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, that's the sub thing that I've got on. It'll go off now.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, it's only the sub thing that's doing that. I've switched it off. It'll stop that now.
Allah, what are you doing? Allah, Allah. Da, 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 da. You want to eat? Come eat. Eat, Tico. You want to eat? Ah, nom, 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 nom. Sudah ke nom nom dah? Nom 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 nom.
Right, I've changed microphones there. Maybe that might help a little bit. I don't know. The Leeds team are gathering in the tunnel waiting to come out. Looks like Calvert-Lewin's maybe coming on as well. Thank you. So BL is on. And Calvert-Lewin maybe coming on for Mitchell. So Leeds are going to kick off this second half, kicking from left to right in all black. Man City in the light blue kit. Tanaka's going to start this second half off. And he does. Goes back to Perry, and Perry's going to drive it long and high. Calvert-Lewin's up, but doesn't win the header. The second half is won by Rodon. Ampadu, hooked forward by Bogle. Bogle again gets it back to Rodon, and Rodon's going to go all the way back Looks like has Pascal Strout gone off, or has he gone to left back? And James Justin gone? Or have Leeds gone to a back? And Strout's on. So Leeds have got three. They're giving the ball away as well. Haaland's in the box now on his right foot. Cuts inside, does he? No, Rodon's close to him and the ball has gone out for a goal kick off Haaland. Don't know if the Leeds have gone to a back five or not. I didn't see what was happening. Messing about with the microphone. Metch's on with Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin scores down. James Justin's on. Has Bogle gone off? And everybody's moved across and maybe Rodon's gone to right back, I don't know. It's over on the far side anyway, the left-hand side for Leeds. It's a free kick. It's deep inside the Man City area. Chance to get some quality crosses into the box. Screwever's going to take it left-footed, and it comes. It's a high one. Donnarumma comes for it, gets a half a punch. It's hit by Ampadu. It was a poor cross. It was a poor. Leeds are giving the free kick. I was about to say it was a poor punch by Donnarumma. He flapped at it. Ampadu hit the ball, loose ball, back at the goal. Took a couple of deflections and was rolling towards the goal, but it was cleared. And then Leeds give a foul away in the right in front of Haaland. It was lucky that Ampadu's shot was blocked. O'Reilly now. Is it back to Guardiola and back to Donnarumma? Donnarumma back to Guardiola. Low down the line left, looking for Doku. Ampadu is brought down by Doku, and the foul is given. Quickly taken to Rodon, to Beale. Perry's got it. Beale inside to Ampadu. Ampadu can turn on the edge of his box and come forward. There's no pressure on him at the moment. Plays the ball into midfield. Smetcha comes across to Gruev. Gruev will go back to Beale. Beale plays the ball inside to Tanaka. Tanaka's got Bogle with him. Plays the ball inside looking for Metcha. He's battling for it with Diaz, but it's been picked up the loose ball by Gruev into Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's got a shot and he scores for Leeds. And Leeds have pulled one back and it's Calvert-Lewin. I thought he'd lost the ball at first, but then the defender lost it. It rolled back into the path of Calvert-Lewin and he slotted it past Donnarumma and Leeds have pulled the goal back. It was Bogle who played the ball forward into the middle. Metcha battling for it with Diaz. It was brought away by Nunes, played into Foden, but it didn't reach Foden. Tanaka plays it into Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He tries to bring it back. He tries to drag the ball back. The ball went loose to Nunes, and then Nunes, he taps it across, right back into the path of Calvert-Lewin, who just side-footed it in. He just right-footed, just a little side foot into the path of Calvert-Lewin, and he's side-footed in and brought Leeds back into it early in this first half. Second half, sorry. Has he eaten? Wow. Got his appetite back. Ball's with Donnarumma now. Calvert-Lewin almost slid in and intercepted that pass out to Gvardiol. Tanaka coming across to engage. Doku has the ball. Rodon's in there quickly. Leeds on a bit of a roll now, and the Leeds crowd are into it. You can hear them. Leeds' first shot on target. 4 attempts, but first shot on target and score a goal. Still a long way to go. Kyle feeling a bit sceptical, but Leeds are back in it. O'Reilly takes the throw. Chips it forward, looking for Haaland. Ball goes into the middle to Foden. Under pressure from Tanaka, lays it out to Nunes. Nunes goes to Diaz, and Diaz has gone all the way back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma under pressure, tries to play out to the right hand side to Gvardiol. It goes under his foot and out for a throw to Leeds. And Leeds are really getting the pressure on now. Ampadu is going to take this one. It's left by Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Ampadu, who's going to take a long throw. Everybody backed off, and all the big guys for Leeds are in that box there. Can he get it in? And it comes now. It's a long one. It's going to be flicked on, brought down by Bernardo Silva and hooked high into the air. Bogle on the halfway line plays it forward. It's been given away to Foden. Tanaka working hard to win the ball back and wins the ball back. Plays it inside to Gruev. Bogle, Ampadu to Beal. Beal gives it to Rodon, who's playing in a back three with the two wing backs now, the two full backs bombing on, Justin and Bogle. That's the formation that Leeds have got now. Beal coming forward. Plays it inside to Ampadu. Maybe Ampadu can get himself a bit further forward. Gruev now has got Bogle out to the left. No, it's James Justin out to the left. He has to go back to Gruev though. Ampadu in support. Across to Beal in the centre circle. Gives it back to Ampadu. He is in the centre circle. Just short of the halfway. He gives it to Gruev. Back to Ampadu. To Strauch. Strauch to Justin. Goes back to Ampadu. Leeds enjoying a bit of possession. Comes across to Beal. Beal under pressure from Doku. Plays it back to Perry. Perry plays it back to Beal. Right-footed this time. He chips one forward, looking for the run of Bogle. Is Bogle going to get there? It looks like he may do. Gvardiol just gets in there. Turns one way. Gives it back to Donnarumma. Left-footed. Plays it down the line for Doku. Doku gets it to Bernardo Silva out to the right-hand side. It's Nunes now. He plays it back to Bernardo Silva. Chips one forward to Gvardiol. He's got Reinders in front of him. Inside to Doku. Doku comes back inside midfield. He gives it to Foden. Foden under pressure on Strauch. Wins the ball off him. Plays the ball into Calvert-Lewin. It's well played by Calvert-Lewin. He's got away from Nunes. He hasn't got the pace to. And has he been brought down? He has been brought down on the edge of the box by Nunes, and it's a foul to Leeds. It's well done by Calvert-Lewin. It's a good turn by Calvert-Lewin. Just didn't have the pace to get away from him. Nunes got back, but he gave the foul away. Yeah, it did look shoulder to shoulder, but it's a great position for Leeds again. It's going to be Gruev from the left-hand side of the box, left-footed, so he's going to put one in there and a bit of an away swinger. Strauch, Beal, Metche, Calvert-Lewin, Ampadu, Rodon, they're all in there. All the big guys are in there. Quality from Gruev is what's needed, and it comes now. It's headed high in the air by Stroke, but he was under pressure, and Donnarumma comes off his line to collect the ball and rolls it out to Doku. Doku skips over the challenge, but Rodon gets back to him. Doku goes down. The referee gives nothing. Rodon says to him, "Get up." Perry has the ball now. Biel's free on the right and wants the ball and gets the ball. Goes long, looking for Meche. Meche's in there now. He has to turn and wait for support, moving back away from goal. He gets a poor touch. Gvardiol comes away with it. He plays the ball back inside for Silva. Carries on his run, does Gvardiol. Plays a ball inside to Foden. Foden's not going to make it. And then Foden pulls back Strauch and gives away the free kick. Yellow card for Foden. I'm saying it was for Foden, but Bernardo Silva is arguing the toss about it, so maybe he got the card. I thought it was Foden for the foul on Strauch. Free kick taken quickly by Leeds, but Donnarumma's gone down. The referee has stopped the play. Pepper's got all his players around him now, giving on some instructions while Donnarumma gets attention. And you can't help feeling that this is deliberate for Pep Guardiola to be able to do this. I bet Donnarumma gets up and plays on soon. As soon as Pep's passed on his instructions. Or maybe I'm just being a bit cynical. I think Ethan Ampadu is saying exactly that to the referee. Yeah, he's got up right as rain now. What a surprise. What a surprise. He's got up exactly the same time that Pep's finished his little team talk. What a surprise. Two trainers coming off looking sheepish. They shouldn't have been allowed to get away with that. Leeds get a drop ball over on the left-hand side on the halfway line. Phil Foden waving his arms around trying to get the Man City crowd into the game because they have been a bit quiet so far. The ball's going to be dropped at the feet of Pascal Strauch and he goes all the way back to Biel. Biel's been told to give it to Perry and he does as Haaland closes him. And Perry goes long. Up goes Calvert-Lewin, but he doesn't win it. O'Reilly won it. Rodon wins the next ball that's high in the air. Tanaka can't get underneath that one. Ampadu does. Gets it across to Bogle. Bogle plays it forward looking for the run of Meche. But Diaz sorts it out and Nunez plays it back to Donnarumma. He chips it into midfield to Foden. Then the ball's laid long for Bernardo Silva. He tries to bring it down as it comes over his head, but it's been taken away from him. And now Rodon has the ball. He plays it into midfield to Tanaka. Tanaka just loses control. O'Reilly gets it down the line looking for Doku, but Rodon's covering and he'll go back to Perry. Perry first time down the line. Gonzalez, Tanaka in quickly on Gonzalez. And then Bogle brings Gonzalez down. It's a free kick. Leeds really in this game at the moment. 60 minutes. Doku now. Forced to turn and go back. Gvardiol goes to the halfway line. Diaz Out to Bernardo Silva. Nunez to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gives it to Riley, who's playing central midfield at the moment. Out to Doku on the left. Doku's going to take Bogle on. Can't manage it though. Bogle holds him up and Tanaka clears the ball away. Gvardiol's lost the ball though. Clash with Calvert-Lewin, resulting throw to Leeds. While they were focusing on the crowd, Man City have won the ball back and are just short of the halfway line over on the right hand side.
Come, mommy. Whoa.
It's Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez out to the right hand side. Nunez plays it down the line for Foden, gets it back on the halfway line on the right. Nunez back to Foden. Back to Nunez. Is it raining out there still? Yeah, he's wet, very wet. Nunez. Bernardo Silva still close to that right hand touchline, just inside the Leeds half now. Nunez to Foden. Foden being forced back. Goes to Gvardiol. He's having to come across to the left now. Calvert-Lewin with him. Doku. Doku goes round. Calvert-Lewin puts a cross into the back post. It's over the head of everybody. It's going to be picked up at the back by Silva to Foden. And tries to pull a ball in the inside right position, but Gruever's picked that up, cleared it down the line, but it's going to be picked up by Nunez. Played back to Foden now. Bit of space to look one way or the other. Silva played into Reinders, a bit of space here. He tried to go with the outside of his right foot for the far corner, couldn't manage it. Comes out to Doku on the left hand side now. Into the box. On his right foot, he chips one in. It hits Tanaka. Tanaka gets the ball away. Metcha's going to pick this one up now. He's not got much with him. He's got 3 Man City players around him. He's going towards the touchline and manages to backheel it off O'Reilly for the throw. Well done by Metcha, taking the pressure off Leeds. Looks like James Justin's gone down with an injury now. James Justin on his haunches now, so he's got up off the floor. If you're not a subscriber, while you've got a minute for breaking play, please hit that subscribe button and the like button, just help the channel grow. Pushing for 250 subscribers. If you can help us, it'd be very much appreciated. Hit the notification bell if you want to join us for further watch-alongs. There'll be another one tomorrow, but I don't know which game yet. But if you've hit the notification bell, you'll be told when I've decided. Just looking at the Leeds goal again there. Nice to see Calvert-Lewin get a goal. It might just boost his confidence a bit there, which is all going to be a benefit to Leeds. Justin going off to the touchline to serve his 30 seconds. Let's Goodmanson's warming himself up, so maybe James Justin is finished for this game. The throw's going to be taken by Bogle on the right-hand touchline. Looking for Metche, who was completely sandwiched, was Metche, but Leeds have still got the ball. Rodon's going back towards his own goal, though, and eventually right-footed it, goes all the way back to Perry, out of his own goal. Over to the left-hand side. Drives it long, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, Bogle into Calvert-Lewin. He's got a chance of a shot. He must have been brought down. It's a penalty to Leeds, and it is a penalty. He was brought down. It's definitely a penalty because the referee pointed to the penalty spot before Tanaka put that loose ball wide. And it's Gvardiol who gets a yellow card for that as well. The ball went over the top, but Bogle knocked the ball inside with his head, and that's a definite penalty. He didn't get a touch of it. Yeah, missed it completely and took him now. Calvert-Lewin, great header into the box by Bogle for Calvert-Lewin to run on, and Gvardiol just took him completely out. Didn't get anywhere near the ball. Definite penalty. Still arguing about it. I guess there's a VAR check, but there's nothing to check really. That's a definite penalty. And this penalty is going to be taken right in front of the Leeds fans as well. Who's going to take it? Pascal Strout, possibly? What Gvardiol's still arguing about? The decision's been given. He's been booked. There's nothing to argue about. This is just delaying tactics. The VAR's checked it, and it is a penalty. There was nothing to check there, really. He's shaking his head, is Gvardiol, but he's got no arguments there. That was a definite penalty. It's going to be Metcher who takes it, right-footed. Last 5 penalties, scored 4, missed 1. Metcher against Donnarumma. Big guy is Donnarumma. Can Metcher equalise for Leeds? And it comes now, and he's missed it, but the rebound comes back out to Metcher, and Metcher puts it in, and Leeds have equalised. It was a poor penalty that Donnarumma parried, diving to his left, but it came straight back out to Metcher, and all he had to do was just tap it into an empty net, and he did, and Leeds have equalised. And would you have believed this after they went 2-0 down? Great response from Leeds. They've been the better team in this second half, and Man City have looked a different team from they did in the first half. And maybe Daniel Farke's tactical changes at the beginning of this second half have worked a miracle. On comes Goodmanson now. It looks like James Justin's going off. Wasn't a great penalty. Wasn't a great penalty at all by Metcher to Donnarumma's left. But his parry just brought it straight back into the path of Metcher, and he just side foots it into an empty net. Lucky for Leeds, but you've got to take any bit of luck that comes your way. And Leeds are level. And into the 69th minute, can Leeds pinch it? Would you have believed, can Leeds pinch it? Back underway again, 2-2. Out to the right-hand side, Foden. Gonzalez turns one way, turns the other. Goodmanson's on for James Justin then. Silva on the left foot puts a cross into the back post. It's a teasing one in front of Haaland, but it's just a bit too far in front of Haaland. It skips across the goal and out for a goal kick to Leeds. And Leeds good enough to go on and pinch this now. What a win this would be. What a boost to the team. Doku away down the left-hand side. Bogle with him. Rodon with him. Tries to go around Bogle, pulls Bogle down, and it's a free kick to Leeds. Doku looking frustrated. Not the same player who took Liverpool apart a few weeks ago. Free kick goes long, headed up by Nunez, nodded on by Metcher. Doku picks the ball up. Biol working hard for it. Ampadu wins it, turns one way, turns the other. He's under close control. He does well. Ball comes inside to Doku. Doku's immediately got two people around him. Rodon's one of them. Rodon turns inside. Gruev picks the loose ball up, gives it to Tanaka. Tanaka puts out wide to Bogle. Bogle gives it to Metcher. Inside to Gruev again. Back to Bogle. Back to Rodon. Just inside the Leeds half on the right hand side now. Ampadu a few yards from him. Goes all the way back to Biol. And Biol goes back to Perry. Perry, right-footed, long, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin can't win the loose ball. Goes out to the right-hand side to Foden. Foden has to go back. Goes back all the way. And all the way back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma gives it to Gvardiol under pressure from Metcher. Almost gave it away. Doku has given it away. Bogle gets the rebound, brings it under control and gives it to Ampadu on the halfway line. Gives it to Rodon. Rodon gives it to Biol, who's all the way back to Perry. Perry's going to go long again. Central, high into the air, looking for the head of Calvert-Lewin, but Gonzalez comes away with it. Gets it to Bernardo Silva. Going down the Leeds United right-hand side. Foden's out there. Foden gets the ball on the edge of the box, left-footed, he puts a cross in. Headed down by Haaland, still loose, Biol in there. Looks like maybe it could have been a chance of a penalty there. The Man City players are calling for it. There was a foot in there and someone went down. Guess VAR will check that. It was Reinders who went down. Leeds just couldn't get the ball away. It was a poor one. Foden's coming at it again. Out to Doku on the left-hand side now. Going in round Bogle. Ball goes in. It's got to get it away. What they're doing at the back post. They were sliding in. There was a Pascal Strauch who tried to clear it and the ball came off his shin and went just a few yards in the air, but right next to the post, and I thought someone was going to tap it in and it managed to bounce out. Pascal Strauch panicking off his shin and it actually went behind him off his shin. I thought it was going to go in own goal at first. Oh, that spin took it away. Lucky for Pascal Strauch, lucky for Leeds. I think they're still talking about that penalty. Surely VAR have looked at that by now. Ampadu with a referee, there must be a VAR check. I thought they'd done it by now, but we'll have a look at that one again. Oh no, I never touched him. Never touched him. Bernardo Silva went down and never touched him. Referee's still saying he's waiting for the decision here. While that goes on, Reinders is coming off. But from what I saw of that, Bernardo Silva was going away from goal and he went down without a touch by looks of things to me. I can't see that being a penalty. Cherky is on for Reinders. And the decision is no penalty. It's going to be a corner from the right-hand side. Phil Foden's going to take a left-footed in-swinger this time. Leeds have not been good at corners so far. And it comes now and it's cleared away at the near post. Not so far, though, by It's headed out again, but again not far. It's still in the box and it's been picked up by Doku. He lays it out to Cherky. Gets the ball back, does Cherky. Now he puts right-footed, puts a cross in. It's flicked on by Gvardiol and floated behind everybody, off the head of Gvardiol and out for a goal kick. 14 minutes to go. Daniel Farker looking tense. Ball goes high. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's underneath it, can't make it. Bit of a push in there when he was going for the ball. Man City take the ball quickly. There's a bit of space in here for O'Reilly. Inside left position, gets out to Doku. Hugging that left-hand touchline. Inside to Cherky, back to Doku. Doku goes back to the halfway line. Gvardiol. Diaz. Out to the far side. Bernardo Silva gives it to Foden. Foden plays it inside. Silva. Cherky. Nunez back to Cherky. Gonzalez. Nunez plays it inside to Foden. Back to Cherky. Cherky tries to get it across the 6-yard box, but don't get a very good contact on it. And Perry dives on it. And danger is gone. For now. Goes long. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. Beaten to it. Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Picks the ball up. Gets a ball out to the left-hand side to Doku. He picks the ball up on the edge of the Leeds box on the right-hand side. Back to O'Reilly. Hits the ball straight into the face of Ampadu. And it deflects off his face. Almost to the halfway line, but it's a ball in the face for Ampadu and he's gone down and the referee stops the game. Did seem to knock him off his feet when it hit him in his face. He would have felt that one. Yeah, he would have felt that. Would have felt that, definitely. Okafor to come on. Good. That could be a master stroke by Farker. With 12 minutes to go, 11 and a half minutes to go. Okafor could be a game changer here. Could he win it for Leeds? Ampadu still being checked for a concussion. The Man City crowd not happy, but he was hit square in the face and they've got to check his, make sure he's all right. Unfortunately for Ampadu, he's back on his feet, but he's going to have to go to the sidelines for the 30 seconds. 30-second injury wait, or whatever they call it now. Mike's okay now. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. Gonzalez coming forward. Leeds don't want to sit back now and invite Man City on because they will come on and they'll create chances. Doku now on the left. He goes back to Gvardiol. He plays the ball inside to O'Reilly. There's a bit of space in front of him. How did he get that space in the box? He's turning one way, turning the other. Back to Doku. Doku's going to put a cross in. There was a push in the back there by Foden on Calvert-Lewin, but Calvert-Lewin won the ball. But it's the edge of the box, and it's Bernardo Silva now who's going to get out to the right-hand side. Played inside to Cherky. Being held up. Foden. Cross to Gvardiol again. Gonzalez chips the ball forward, looking for Cherky, who tries to It was Nunez who tried to side foot the ball back into the 6-yard box, but it's blocked. But it's a corner, and Man City are putting the pressure on Leeds in this last 10 now. Need to get Okafor on. Get the ball out to him. Ampadu's back on, so Leeds back to 11. Metcher's going off. He's had a good game as Metcher. He's scored a goal. He's worked hard up front for Leeds. You can't argue with the work rate. And now Okafor for the last 10 minutes. Free kick taken. High. Okafor's not going to get underneath that. Haaland hooks it forward even further. Biol lays it all the way back to Perry, who drives it forward first time. Calvert-Lewin wins the header. It drops at the feet of Gvardiol, and inexplicably he just puts it into touch on the right-hand side. Man City are just losing it a bit here. This is in Ethan Ampadu range. Maybe not. The referee's just telling Ampadu he's going to have to go 10 yards further back. So Leeds are going for this now. Ethan Ampadu with a long throw, and it comes now. Calvert-Lewin underneath it, comes to the back of the box, does it? Is Tanaka going to get there? Oh, he's got better of Riley as well. He's into the box. Can he get a cross in? He can do. It's headed away by Haaland. And then out by O'Reilly. And then hooked away for Doku. Doku can't make it, and it goes out on the halfway line. Throw to Leeds, and Leeds are really putting some pressure on Man City as well when they get up there. Looking unsure of Man City. Bogle's going to take this throw. And with 7 minutes to go, Leeds think they can pinch this. Long throw down the line. Nodded on. Okafor's going to make this ball, is he? Gvardiol and Okafor. Okafor does well to stop it from going out. Headed down inside. Gruev back to Bogle. Bogle gets a corner off O'Reilly. Leeds United corner from the right-hand side. Can Leeds do something? The Leeds crowd are right up for this now. You can see the anticipation. Ilya Gruev's going to go across to take this. Left-footed in, swing it. Leeds are going for this because all the big guys are up into the box again. Quality. And it comes. It's a good one as well. Free header. No, it's headed away. Tanaka does well to get the ball back to Gruev. Gruev can put the cross in again. Hits Nunez and goes out for a throw, but it's Ampadu long throw range. And Ampadu is jogging across there. So we're into the last 6 minutes, plus any added time. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes of added time. Can Leeds pinch this? Oh, would have thought Leeds would get 3 points at Man City. Ampadu with a throw. In it comes, long into the box. Headed away at the feet of Doku. Ampadu takes it off Doku. Goes round, but Doku's got the ball back. Goes round Gruev, but Calvert-Lewin's won the ball back. He tries to get his cross in. It's deflected off Gonzalez. It's a throw, and that's again another Ethan Ampadu long throw coming in. What a boost of confidence of Leeds this would be if they could pinch something out of this. Ampadu. In it comes now. Long one. High into the air. Ampadu's going to head it back in. He does head it back in. Onto the edge of the box. Goodmanson gets his foot in. Tanaka heads it back forward, headed on by Okafor, down to Calvert-Lewin. It's crosses. Calvert-Lewin was offside as he put his cross in. It's just half a yard offside. Goodmanson's putting the press on and has won it. He's been put down the line looking for Calvert-Lewin to make it, and he will make it. He's been held up. He's put his cross into the back of the box. It's headed away. Picked up on the edge of the box by Goodmanson. Goodmanson lays it to Ampadu. Ampadu puts it across to Calvert-Lewin. Is he offside again? Yes, he is. He's got to do better than that, Calvert-Lewin. He's looking along the line there on the edge of the 6-yard box. He's got to see that. Into the last 4 minutes. Free kick given. Man City tried to take it quick, but it was nowhere near where it should have been from. Someone's going to get a yellow card. Donnarumma for shooting his mouth off by looks of things. Gvardiol is closed down by Okafor. The clearance is blocked by Okafor and it goes out for a throw. Man City about to make another. Is it Mamouche coming on? Ball still on the edge of the City box. They play out right to Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Plays it inside to Foden. Foden's coming central outside of the left foot to Doku, but it's pushed Doku back. Doku's got Bogle with him and Tanaka. Goes back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol goes further back. Diaz gets out to the edge of the box. Bernardo Silva turns one way, turns the other. Nunez back to Foden. Foden coming across to Gvardiol, then to Doku on the left-hand side of the box. Now he goes on his right foot, puts a cross in. Haaland's battling with it with Struijk, but Struijk was strong. Haaland's header just bounced once and into the grateful arms of Perry. That's well defended by Struijk. Haaland really muscling in on Struijk there, but Struijk was strong enough to hold him off. Mamouche is coming off and coming on, and Bernardo Silva's going off for these last 2 minutes. Aronson's coming on as well for Leeds. Gvardiol goes long down the line. Biol clears it high in front of Cherky. Brought down by O'Reilly to the edge of the box is spread out wide to the right. Nunez, but he was looking like he was going to go down the line and wait for the support. Foden's with him. And Gonzalez, it's central, halfway inside the Leeds half. It's spread out to the left for Doku again. Doku with Bogle in front of him. On his right foot, he puts a cross into the edge. And it's a good header there, but it's down the left. It's Mamouche. Perry diving down to his left makes a comfortable save on his goal line there. But how did Mamouche get in between two defenders there? And Struijk is saying there, who was marking him? Goodmanson wasn't marking anybody. He should have tucked in and picked Mamouche up. Cherky now being forced back by Struijk. Across to the left-hand side. Gvardiol to Doku again, seeing a lot of ball down this left-hand side. Into the box. It's well defended by Bogle. Tanaka there with the help. Puts a ball. That's a poor ball. He's given the ball away, has he? He has. Still deep inside the Leeds half. That's poor by Tanaka. Gvardiol's going to give it back to Doku again on that left-hand side. "10 minutes of added time." Where did they get 10 minutes of added time from? Unbelievable. 10 minutes. I thought there might be 4 or 5, but not 10. Diaz gets it across to Nunez. Cherky on his left foot gets it to Foden, who's on the edge of the box. Oh, he's fucking scored. Unbelievable. Left footed into the bottom right hand corner, and they just give him too much space on the edge of the box on his left foot. And they haven't deserved this, and neither have Leeds. It's not fair on Leeds, but when you're at the bottom of the league, you don't get what you deserve sometimes. Oh, Man City needed that. They didn't deserve it. They've been a poor second in this half. Disappointed for us Leeds fans. Cherky got it across to Foden. And it was lucky because it was Gvardiol was right in front of him, and as he struck the shot, Gvardiol jumped high in the air so that the ball could go under his feet, and Perry had no chance. There was 6 or 7 players in front of him. He didn't see that until it was virtually in the back of the net. Ampadu heads it down to Goodmanson, going across the left-hand side. Nunez with Goodmanson. Goodmanson's got away though. He puts a cross in. Calvert-Lewin was in there. Donnarumma got one hand to it, parried it away, hooked back in again by Tanaka, I think. Or was it Aronson? Well played by Goodmanson. Won the ball easily off the pair of them there. Ampadu with a header forward. They've got to get Okafor on the ball. He's not even touched it yet, I don't think. Ball's with Biol now. He's laid it all the way back to Perry. Perry's going to go long. Aronson with the header. Heads it back down even further. Aronson's got the ball down the line though. Must have gone out because the throw is given. Haaland holding back Strauch. Strauch strong enough to keep him off it. Gets the ball back to Strauch. Ball's played forward. Looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's brought down there by Diaz, and the foul's given on the edge of the box. Can Leeds pinch the equaliser that they have deserved? It's just on the edge of the 18-yard box, but it's about 5 yards across to the left from it. So another chance for Gruev to put the left-footed curler into the box. And it comes now. Cross comes in. Biol was in there, but he only got a glance of it on the edge of the box, and it's gone well wide. Have a look at that. Biol got nicely up, but it glanced off his forehead. He didn't get any sort of meaningful touch on it, and that was a chance there. John Stone's coming on. Doku going off. Four minutes to go for Leeds. See if they can pull it back, get something out of this game after being 2-0 down and pulling back to 2-2. They're going to be unfortunate if they end up with nothing out of this game. Aronson working hard to win the ball. Bogle gets it down the line. Rodon. Back to Beale. Beale's going to go back to Perry. Perry rolls it to the right-hand side to Rodon. Rodon coming in field. Gives it to Ampadu. Gives it back to Rodon. We need it forward. Less than 3 to go. Deep. Calvert-Lewin doesn't win it. O'Reilly does. Aronson playing central. Tries to give it to Ampadu. Beale now. Plays it into the box. Can Okafor get there? Aronson went down under the... It was he ran into his man. I don't think he's going to get anything from that. Beale bundles Haaland over and gives the free kick away. Anxious to get the ball. Ball's taken quickly. It's Mamouche, but is robbed by Rodon. Long by Goodmanson looking for Calvert-Lewin, and he does win the header, but there's no one beyond him. So there's no point in flicking it on for it to go through to Donnarumma. It's got to be flicked to the side for runners coming on to support. He runs into Nunez. There's nothing in that. He couldn't do anything about it. Haaland wins the header there. Beale picks the loose ball up. Rodon to Bogle. Goes round O'Reilly, who tries to pull him back. Ampadu gets it out to Rodon. Aronson now goes for a deep cross that's off Gvardiol and for a throw to Leeds, and that'll be in long throw range from Ampadu. Just over 2 to go. Can Leeds pull a equaliser out of the fire? Ampadu wait for Strauch and the rest to get forward, which they have. Rodon's up there. And it comes now. High into the air. It's flicked onto the back post. Okafor's there. That just didn't bounce. We're waiting for it to come down, and Man City have managed to clear it away. Cherky coming away with it. Nunez now down the right-hand side. Checks back and goes back. Foden. And they're going to go all the way back. Back to Donnarumma. Gvardiol. Leeds really squeezing them up now. Bogle working hard. Gvardiol goes long down the left-hand side looking for Mamouche, but it's going to go all the way through to Perry. Perry chips it forward to Rodon. Rodon brings the ball down, goes down the line, looking for the run of Aronson. Aronson's not going to get there. It goes all the way back to Donnarumma. Then he plays out to O'Reilly. O'Reilly wins the throw off Bogle. Last minute. Beale goes all the way back to Perry and is available for the return pass. Beale goes right-footed looking for Calvert-Lewin. It goes through his legs and all the way through to Donnarumma. Last few seconds. Eye into the air. Goodmanson wins it. Foden up there. Foden wins the free kick. And that will be the end of it, I would imagine. As soon as this free kick's taken, the game will finish. Already 100 minutes done. It's going to be Diaz who takes this, but he's not going to be in any sort of hurry. Chips it forward now. Haaland has fouled Goodmanson and the free kick goes to Leeds. But it's a long way from the Man City goal. Perry quickly out is going to take this. And that's the end. The referee blows the whistle. 3-2 to Man City. And it just proves that football isn't always fair, and Leeds United deserved something out of this. And in the end, it was snatched from them cruelly at the end by Phil Foden. After going 2-0 down, Leeds showed a lot of character in that game. And yet still no points. That's the way it goes in football sometimes. Thanks to everybody who's watched today. Before you go, if you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. It's finished 3-2 to Man City. Yeah. Leeds deserved better. They were good in that second half, Leeds. Once the manager made the changes, they dominated that second half and deserved better. And they just a stroke of luck. You just don't get it at times. But thanks to everybody who's watched. If you can become a subscriber, then do hit that subscribe button. If you want to join us for more watch-alongs, hit that notification bell. We'll let you know which one we're going to do tomorrow. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.